You will need your SIM card, which should be set up at secure.covert-wireless.com, an SD card between 4 and 32 gigabytes, and a set of AA batteries. This camera will run on 4, 8, or 12 batteries. Also, have access to your Covert Wireless app or web portal. First, insert your SIM card into the side slot. Secondly, insert your SD card into the bottom slot and slide the switch to the setup position. It will then search for signal and connect to our portal. Press the menu button. The first tab, Cam, will change the camera settings. Highlight camera mode, and we want to set this to photo. Once photo is shown, press OK to save. This camera will take videos. However, it will not send videos to your app. It will only store them to the SD card. Scroll down to photo size. This camera has 4 different image size options. The resolution you select is what is stored on the SD card. Our options are 3, 5, 8, and 12 megapixels. Press OK to save. Photo burst is the next option. This camera comes with 1 to 10 photo shot burst options. When receiving images to the app, only the first image taken will be displayed. The others will be stored onto the SD card. The last option is video size. As you can see, it is grayed out because we have our camera set to photo mode. If you were to use this camera in video mode, you would want the video size set to VGA. But again, remember, this camera will not send videos to your app or web portal. Once the Cam tab is highlighted, we will select the right arrow key to move to the PIR tab. This tab will allow you to control your camera sensitivity, trigger interval, time lapse, and start-stop. The first option is the sensitivity. For Kentucky, we leave our camera on normal, or 10 to 80 degrees. If you're in an area that experiences much higher temps than 80 degrees, set your camera to high. Likewise, if you're in an area that experiences 10 degrees or lower, set your sensitivity to low. Remember to press OK to save. Trigger interval is the next option. This is the amount of time the camera takes to reset. We normally leave our cameras on 30 seconds for adequate recovery time. The next option is time lapse. This option allows you to take a photo every so often, such as every 5 seconds, up to once every 8 hours. The last option for this tab is start-stop. If you choose to turn this option on, you will set the camera for the times you want pictures taken, such as starting at 7 a.m. and ending at 1 p.m., also 1300 hours. The camera always operates in military time. Now the PIR is highlighted. We will use the right arrow key to scroll over to the Net or Network tab. The first option in this tab is send mode. There are only 2 options, on or off. If you are wanting to receive photos from this camera, you will want the send mode set on instant and press OK to save. The max number screen will appear. This will allow you to set the number of images you want to receive per day. For our purposes, we want to receive every triggered image, so this camera will be set to 00, which stands for unlimited. Press OK to save. This will return you to the Net tab screen. Scroll down to Remote Control. This allows us to communicate with our camera, such as requesting an image through the app or web portal. If you have your camera set on a delay, the server will only ping the camera per setting delay. If you set your camera on a 2-hour delay and request a real-time photo, you will not receive that image until the 2 hours have passed. We want our controls set to real time. The next selection is the FW download. You will only use this when needing to update the software on this camera. Our last tab is SYS or Systems tab. The first option is to set the clock. To set the clock, move the arrow over to the highlighted section. You will use the up and down arrow keys to change the month, and then press the right arrow key to highlight the date. Again, use the up and down arrow keys to move the numbers and set the date. You will continue to save for the time and press OK to save. The next option is timestamp. Timestamp is the option to allow the photos taken to show the time, date, moon phase, and battery life at the bottom of your images. We leave this option on and press OK. The next option is flash power. Low setting will be for trails and close-up images. We typically leave ours on high for images at further distances. The next option is password. If you want a password to protect your camera, use the right arrow key to say on and select OK. You will then be prompted to enter the password that you desire. Once you have set the password, press OK. For our purposes, we are going to leave the password protection off and press OK. The rename feature allows you to name the camera. However, you will need to rename on secure.covert-wireless.com webpage. This rename will appear on your images in the timestamp information bar. Our next option is overwrite. This option allows your camera to overwrite the oldest images with the newest images. We are going to turn our overwrite option on to avoid having to change our SD card. The format option erases all images and files from your SD card. To do this, highlight format and press OK. The last option is default set. This will set your camera back to factory settings. To do this, highlight under default set and press OK. When you are in the field and you want to view images, simply slide the on-off switch to setup. Once the viewing screen appears, press the playback button to view your images. Use the left and right arrow keys to scroll. Your certified cell camera is now set up. You may want to test a photo by pressing the menu button and returning to the viewing screen of the device. To test, press the camera button. This will take the photo. Press the playback button to view the photo. Press menu, highlight send, and press OK. The camera will count up to 4 and display a message. Send successfully. To view the image, log into the app or portal using the same email and password that you chose when setting up your billing and plan information for this camera.